Hello dear students, hope you are great. Today we are going to continue Unit 1 Lesson 3, the circulatory and respiratory system. So, we should to know what are the parts of the cardiovascular system. So, what are the parts of cardiovascular system? It includes the heart. So, the heart is a fist-sized organ that pumps blood around your body. Look, the side of the heart, it's like the fist size. So what's the function of the heart? That pump blood around your body. When the heart muscle contracts like this, when the heart muscle contracts, it squeezes the blood inside the heart. So it squeezes the blood inside the heart. This squeezing increase or create a pressure inside the heart that let the blood to push outward. Look like this. Like this. When the pressure increase here, it starts to push up like this. So the right side of the heart pump oxygen, pour blood to the lung. So the right side, this size, the right side, this size, it push or pump the blood with poor oxygen. It means no oxygen. The blood that contains no oxygen. While the left side, this left side of the heart pump oxygen rich blood to the body. So the right side push oxygen poor blood. I mean no oxygen in the blood. While the left side pump blood rich in oxygen or high oxygenated blood, meaning this oxygenated blood here leaves this side, push oxygenated blood to the body, while here push deoxygenated or poor oxygen blood to the lung, while here to the body. So rich side pump oxygen poor blood, mean no oxygen, while left side of the heart, this the red color, pump oxygen rich blood to the body. This is go to the body, while this the right side go to the lung. The blood that contain no oxygen, it push upward to the lung, while the oxygenated blood, it's the left side, push upward to the body. So first of all, each side of the heart has an upper and lower chamber. So each side, whatever left or right side, has an upper and lower chamber. Upper, this chamber, 1, 2, 3, and 4 chambers. So each side has upper and lower chamber. Upper and lower chamber. Each upper chamber is called an atrium. So the upper chamber called an atrium. This called an atrium, the upper chamber. While the lower chamber called ventricle. Ventricle. So the right side, it's called right atrium, while the right side, the lower chamber called right ventricle. In the left side, the upper chamber called left atrium, while the lower chamber called in the left called left ventricle. Blood enter the atrium and pump to the ventricle after passing through the valve. So the blood enter like this. First pass to the atrium, so it enter here to the atrium here, and then move after passing through the valve. This called valve. This one called valve. This called valve. After passing through the valve, it move to the ventricle. To the ventricle. So what's important of this valve? What's important of this valve? It prevent or keep the blood from moving backward in the heart. It prevent the heart to move or return again backward. To return again backward. Prevent the blood to return again backward. So the blood enter through atrium, and then after passing through the valve, it get inside the ventricle. So what's important of the valve? It prevent the blood from moving backward or return again moving backward. That's it. Blood is a type of connective tissue. So blood made of connective tissue that contain cells and fluids. Look here, this is a blood contain cells. This is a blood tissue, connective tissue. Contain cells, fluids, and other materials like red blood cells, white blood cells, and plasma and platelet, whatever. So blood travels through the body in tubes. This tube. So blood passes through the tube. This tube called blood vessels. So this tube called blood vessels. So blood travels through the body in tubes called blood vessels. We have three types of blood vessels: arteries, capillaries, and veins. We have three types of blood vessels: arteries, capillaries, and vein. This called artery, and this the small blood vessels called capillary, and this called vein. We have three types of blood vessels: arteries, capillaries, and veins. Artery carry blood away from the heart. The function of artery that carry blood away from the heart under a high pressure. We call this pressure blood pressure. So the artery, this one, carry blood from the heart and get it inside organ or tissue, while capillary is a tiny blood vessels. Look, this is a tiny blood vessel. This is a tiny blood vessel. This is called capillary. It's tiny blood vessels. It's a tiny blood vessel that allow exchange between the body cells and fluid. I said it before. There is an exchange between the tissues to get rid its weight, and the function of capillary to reabsorb this waste. Here, this is a tissue or organ. Group of tissue is an organ. So capillaries that inside the organ. What's the function of capillary that inside the organ? To get or remove the waste or reabsorb the waste from tissue. So what's the function of the vein? This is a vein. It carries this blood back to the heart. Valves in vein. There is a valve here. Keep the blood from flowing backward. Prevent the blood from flowing backward or return backward. it move in one direction, the blood move in one direction like this, and return it back to the heart. So the artery carry blood, artery, this artery, the red color, this is artery, carry blood from, this is heart, to the artery carry the blood from the heart and move it to the organ or tissue. Inside the capillary, there is inside the organ there is a capillary. The function of capillary to reabsorb the fluid or waste from the tissue and return it. So the inside the function of the vein to take this blood with that contain waste and return it back to the heart. That's it. Again, we have 3 types of blood vessels: artery, capillaries, and vein. The artery, the function of artery, that to carry the blood from the heart and move it to the organ. Inside the organ there is a small tiny blood vessels called capillaries. The function of capillary to reabsorb or take in the waste from the body tissue. So after reabsorb this waste, the vein carry this blood and return it back to, like this, turn it back to the heart. That's it. Thanks for watching.